Hello, how's it going? Connection is kind of bouncing around a little bit. Are we good? All right, perfect. Um, we'll play the video once again at the end of the ceremony to see if it flows and streams a little bit better. So just know we'll replay that for you all. Um, what we're going to play next is our the national Black anthem, "Lift Every Voice and Sing," by the Stanford Telsman Alumni Virtual Choir, and then they'll give you a little bit of history in the beginning as well about the significance and importance of this song.
Civil rights activist James Weldon Johnson wrote Lift Their Voice and Sing as a poem, which was set to music by his brother John Roseman Johnson in 1899. The song is now known as the Black National Anthem in America. It is a protest, a hymn, and a prayer of profound significance for our people. We lift every voice and sing to express ourselves. We lift every voice to show that we have strength in numbers and we will not be silent. We lift every voice and sing to be lifted, liberated, and free.
Freedom, the power to determine action without restraint. Freedom, the absence of or release from ties, obligations, or restrictions. Freedom, the ease or facility of movement or action. Freedom, frankness or boldness in manner or speech. Freedom, a political right. Until we are all free, none of us is free. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing Till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our weary ears, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, Thou who hast by Thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we praise. Oh, let's not be safe from what God where we Let's cast our hearts drunk with the wine of the world, we forget Thee. Shadow beneath Thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land.
Such a powerful song, a very powerful rendition, and no matter how many times I hear it, it resonates with me. Takes me back to when I was in middle school and we marched 3 blocks singing that song. Seemed like forever as a third grader, but it's a very powerful song. And thank you all for allowing us to play that during your celebration and your ceremony to celebrate the lives of all the Black lives that have been lost, and also all of the marginalized people who have been unjustly murdered by the hands of police forces and sometimes of our own. So thank you for that. What I am going to do now, I am going to introduce a Cuesta alum, Professor Mario Espinoza Kulik, so he can give us a blessing over our ceremony.
Thank you so much, Dr. Alexander, and congratulations, graduates. Happy to be here for you. My name is Mario Espinoza Kulik, he, him. I'll be doing this blessing in Spanish. And in essence, this blessing is inspired by my relatives who I've lost this year. Many of them, being very holders of cultural traditions in our families who are no longer with us. So I will be doing this blessing in Spanish in honor of them. And I'll begin now. Esta bendición viene de nuestros ancestros y parientes de este mundo y de otros. Estamos bendiciendo a nuestras familias y a las familias de nuestros estudiantes y de Cuesta College, a nuestras tierras que aquí son de los Chumash y somos invitados, y a nuestros trabajadores esenciales, a los que no tienen casa, dándoles bendiciones y brindando con oportunidades y salud y refugio a los parientes, a los hijos y a las hijas que han perdido a sus padres, que han estado separados. Por favor, bríndalos con oportunidad y con seguridad y bendice a todos con buenas intenciones que sobrepasan todo el dolor que han causado esta pandemia, lo del racismo, lo del sexismo, lo de las feminicidades, lo de lo bancarroto y de los corrupciones de la economía que reduce a los humanos a unidades. Por favor, dales bendiciones a todos que están pasando por tiempos muy pesados, que han perdido a sus padres, que han perdido a sus tíos, a sus tías, a sus hijos, a todos que han perdido a alguien. Por favor, bendícelos y guíalos y que busquen la luz, porque estamos aquí en unos tiempos muy difíciles y estamos buscando bendiciones para que todos podemos salir adelante poderosos y con sabiduría después de todo lo que han enfrentado. Por favor, bendízalos a nuestros trabajadores en los hospitales, en las clínicas que están tratando a la gente que está sufriendo con las disabilidades y que están un poquito malitos y que se han enfermados con la coronavirus. Gracias y bendice a estas tierras y bendice a estos estudiantes en sus metas que hoy van a embarcar. Gracias a todos. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much for that, Mario. We greatly appreciate you giving us that blessing to start off our ceremony. Um, I want to give one quick tip. If you want to see who exactly is speaking, there's a view button usually on the right hand corner of your Zoom screen. You want to click that view button and you want to click speaker, and then it will show you exactly who is speaking at that moment so you can see the speaker. So you don't have to bounce around all the multiple windows of all our graduates, or you can look at all our lovely graduates. I recommend that as well. But if you want to see exactly who's speaking, you can. Next, I am proud to introduce our president for the Black Student Union. She has taken on a lot this year to really be a presence and provide our students a space, provide our students a voice. And I'm very proud that I know her. I'm proud that she accepted to be our president, and she's going to offer you some words of encouragement as well as a poem. So please welcome Don Grillo.
Hi, good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Cuesta College faculty, administration, and staff, as well as the Black Student Union, MECHA, Dreamers United, and the Future Teachers Club, I'm delighted to welcome you to Cuesta College's first multicultural graduation celebration. As was mentioned earlier by Jeff, my name is Don, and I serve as the president of Cuesta's Black Student Union. The Black Student Union at Cuesta was inaugurated last year to foster an environment, a safe space, to support and walk alongside Black students as they complete their education at Cuesta. Our goal is to provide resources to students' experience, both on the Cuesta campus as well as in the community off campus. We hope to use the BSU platform to amplify the voices of Cuesta's Black students. Today's joyful event honors both our Black and Latinx graduates who have successfully completed the requirements to graduate from Cuesta College. I'd like to leave our graduates with a few inspirational words. In today's world, being Black is hard. Embracing our Blackness can be even harder. We are often told that we aren't good enough, we aren't smart enough, we aren't fast enough, we aren't rich enough, we aren't nice enough, that we aren't enough. But we are enough. We are more than enough. We are light. We are happiness. We are laughter. We are the dewdrops resting on flower petals. We're the sun bursting through the clouds after a rainy day. We're the first sip of coffee on a Monday morning. We are change makers. We are tomorrow's leaders. We are Black and we are proud. Welcome to all and congratulations to our multicultural graduates. And now I'd like to introduce Pastor Vern H. Haynes Jr. Vern H. Haynes Jr. is an alumni member of Cuesta College class of 73. After graduating from Cuesta College, Vern started a career in law enforcement that took him throughout California, serving in various roles. After 29 years with the California Youth Authority, he retired in 2005 as a superintendent. Vern wasn't quite finished, and a year after retiring, he came back to Cuesta College and began teaching in criminal justice. In 2018, he retired, leaving behind his cougar print on our campus. Professor Haynes says it best. I've been teaching part-time and I love it. I like teaching the kids and working with them, and I try to do everything I can to help them become successful. So please welcome Pastor Vern H. Haynes Jr.
Thank you. To the president, Dr. Jill Stearns of Cuesta College, to the president of the Black, I'll call it the club or the coalition, to the trustees, graduates, families, and friends. I'm honored to be with you today, and I want to thank Christina for the invite to be able to speak before you. It's just really, again, such an honor. And to be able to, I want to say stand, but I'm actually sitting where I can sit and see you. But to represent and be a spokesman for, I think, one of the finest junior colleges in the country. Let me start by saying this. It was once said, a bird sitting in a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking because your trust is not in the branch, but on its wings. Always believe in yourself. Do you remember the time in your life, any time, how you would spread your wings, the wings of your imagination, and how wide they would become? And you would let your mind just soar? Well, this is the time for dreams and for dreams to be made. With all the turmoil in the world today, we have the Black Lives Matter movement. We have the pandemic, the politics, and the economical crisis. What better time to dream? Dreams lead to vision, and they can give you a focus, direction on life. Dreams can give you a purpose. Dreams are part of your journey, what I call the journey of life. Do not let your dreams or let the world steal your dreams. Whether you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a bricklayer, or a plumber, let it be. The world will present obstacles, many obstacles, but don't let them tell you you can't. You can be the head and not the tail. You can be an overcomer and you can be victorious. A dream can be the substance of things hoped for, but the evidence of things not seen. Dreams are a part of your life. Again, I call it the journey of life. Dreams can become real, but you have to have faith and belief to persevere. It is the faith in you that makes the dreams become a reality. It was once said by Ralph Waldo Emerson, do not follow where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. It's just a thought. Let me share a story about a boy who became a man, who believed in his dreams, in his journey of life. I knew this boy, and he wanted to be a high school football coach, a basketball coach, but he chose to have a family. He became a warden in a correctional facility in the state of California. This same man waited 20 years after high school to achieve his BA and master's degree. When he retired after 30 years in law enforcement, he chose to become a professor in a local junior college and an author of a book. Today, this man in his journey of life is known as a pastor. This same boy who became a man, his dream for success, it did not fade. because of the many choices that he made. This man had many dreams and made decisions that have greatly impacted his life and those around him. So why am I telling you this? Because this man is me. I did, and I will, and I have shared my story with you today because I once sat where you are. I sat in those same chairs back in the day when Cuesta had the Army barracks. I sat in those chairs and listened to the professors talk when I didn't really know what I wanted in life. I attended the local high school, and I did graduate from Cuesta College. And I had to decide what path would I take in my journey in life. Well, throughout your journey of life, you will face and make challenging decisions. But through the adversity, you must keep dreaming. Remember, as long as you persevere and have confidence in yourself, your dreams will lead you to success. Let me leave you with 5 thoughts. Integrity, it will carry out your whole responsibility in life. But you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent to the best of your ability. People will trust you as a colleague and turn to you for leadership. Courage in the face of adversity and even tragedy. Try to remember the reason for optimism and never be afraid to ask for help. Look after yourself, especially your health, both body and physical. Instincts and curiosity, follow both of these, wherever they lead. And broaden your knowledge by reading as much as you can. You can't read enough. Embrace opportunities to collaborate, talk to people, learn from people, study people. It is the key to your success. It's the key to our success in this society. It will help us all grow as a country, a community, as a city, and as individuals. Be bold and take risks. Don't let the fear of failure stop you. Failure is part of life. It's another way to learn. Change is a part of life. At times it is frightening, but you should see it as a chance to explore and to test your limits. Never let fear steal your dreams. And above all, enjoy what you do. Take pleasure and satisfaction in what you achieve, along with the personal characteristics that I've mentioned above. This is the key to fulfilling the dreams and the happiness in your journey of life. There was a man named George Bernard Shaw. He was an Irish playwright, critic, political activist. His legacy had influenced the Western theater, culture, and politics that extended from the 1800s to his death and beyond. He once said, listen, you see things and you say, why? But I dream things that never were, and I say, why not? Thank you so much.
Let me be the one to say, wow, great speech. And I've heard many graduation speeches in my time. There's a few things I want to highlight. One is failure and not letting failure stop you. As someone who stands in front of you all today wearing a doctoral hoodie, it was only 10 years ago where I failed out of my first graduate school experience, right? But I didn't let that stop me in my pursuit of where I wanted to be and where I wanted to go. So failure is going to happen, but continue to push through. Just like you did this semester, just like you did the semester before with COVID, you continue to push through. So I implore you to continue. You are all amazing at what you have accomplished and what you can do, and you're only scratching the surface of your capabilities. Second thing I want to talk about is courage, because the next speaker I'm going to introduce exemplifies courage. Your Metro president Jesus Sendejas exhibits courage every time he challenges um, the way in which we go about our everyday lives, the way in which we operate here at Cuesta College. And it takes immense courage to stand in the face of others, to continuously push out what you believe in and fight for what you believe in. So I have the pleasure and I'm honored to introduce our next speaker, the Metro President, Jesus Sendejas.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today. Buenas noches, donde estoy son noches. Mi raza, muchas gracias por estar aquí. All students, thank you for joining us today in our first ever multicultural graduation. Coronavirus has not allowed us to celebrate in person. However, your degree and your accomplishments will remain the same, COVID or not. You are educated, and no one will be able to take that away from you. Education is power. Educación es poder. Education is liberation. Educación es liberación. And for that, we celebrate via Zoom today. I'd like to address myself as president of MECHA, an allied member of the Cuesta BSU, and as your ASCC president. Cuesta College has provided us a first chance, or many of us a second, to overcome the obstacles we faced throughout the years. Cuesta College has given us the opportunity to change our lives. I'd like to go ahead and give a quote by Michelle Obama and First Lady. You may not always have a comfortable life. You will not always be able to solve all the world's problems at once. But don't ever underestimate the importance you can have. History has shown us that courage can be contagious and hope can take a life of its own. Oh, I get so emotional. Education advances our place in society that oftentimes Black, Latinas, and Latinos must break down barriers to success. And we here today are doing that. I wanted to acknowledge strong women with a quote by Dolores Huerta, a labor activist. Look at our women. They are strong. You can feel it. They are the rocks in which we really build. Everyone here today, thank you. And I hope to hear many of your accomplishments in the years to come. Congratulations, graduating class of fall 2019 to fall 2020, or I'd rather say congratulations, graduating class of the Rona 2020. And I'll go ahead and turn it over to Dr. Jeff to go ahead and introduce Professor Mario Espinosa Kulik.
Thank you again, Jesus. And once again, thank you for being the voice of our students. It takes, once again, tremendous work, tremendous courage, and I admire you every time that you do, so thank you. You've heard from Professor Kulik already, but I want to formally introduce him to you all. He is an alumnus of Cuesta College, class of 2014. Mario is a PhD candidate in sociology at the University of California, Santa Barbara, UCSB, go Gauchos, and health policy research scholar with the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. He also teaches in ethnic studies and women's, gender, and queer study departments at Cal Poly SLO. Mario serves as a board member and Arts for the People Community Chair for Corazón del Pueblo. Hey, my Spanish has been working on it. Mario also serves on the board for Access Support, serving HIV and HCV affected communities in Monterey and San Luis Obispo counties. Please all welcome Professor Mario Alberto Espinosa Kulik.
Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you for inviting me to give a keynote for this multicultural commencement. I have heard from many of you in different spaces, and seeing all of you here today inspires me to not only keep on keeping on, especially in the times of the Rona, but also to keep on going forward, right? I started my journey here at Cuesta College, and just being here and seeing everybody's brilliant shine, I am just so amazed and proud. You know, when I was in Cuesta College, there was not this many faces that were diverse and of multi-ethnic backgrounds and races. And so it's just so amazing to me to see how much Cuesta has transformed since the time that I have gone. And through being back here and teaching at Cal Poly, seeing just how brilliant student advocates and student activists, student leaders have all been active on this campus in throwing out a racist, bigoted board president from to censorship, and that's all thanks to you all. And I'm already impressed with the progress that you're making, the policy moves, the movidas that all of you are putting out there to make change and to make it in real time so that it can serve its people, to serve you all, right? Están demostrando ganas, right? All of you are demonstrating ganas, which is the will the willpower to keep on keeping on, to show your strength, to dig deep into your own powers that are rooted there from your family, from your ancestors, from your communities that you're from, right? It takes a village, a community, an entire network of support to get a college degree done. When I was a student at Cuesta College, it was not just by chance that I graduated and went on to transfer. EOPS was there every step of the way. And, especially Janet Flores, who was the Mecha advisor at the time, as a fellow Mechista alum, I cannot stress to you enough how important it is going to be to not only learn about your histories, but also to stay together, quédanse unidos, right? To keep on going forward in this journey. You need to realize that this cannot be done solo, you're welcome to try it and to do things in your own way. And learn, right? You're not going to stop learning. You have to claim that expertise that you've learned here at Cuesta College and put it to good use. Many times when folks get a degree, we want to take a break. We're tired, not just because of all the readings that were assigned and all the late nights we stayed up to study for an exam that we could have studied earlier, but we chose not to, right? That is going to change, right? You're not going to be held accountable by your professors, by your peers. You're going to be held accountable to yourself, and you also need to be held accountable by your community. So you're going to need to claim what you've learned. And I'm not saying remember all of the terms and definitions from that history class or that sociology class, but remember the process that it took you to learn that and apply that to making real change in your communities, to your family, to everybody who you are acknowledging for your success today. You are in a position now to mentor others and to claim spaces to represent your community, because it's long overdue. All of these faces that I see today, you Cuesta grads, I want to see your faces on the boards of nonprofits, on the boards of corporations. I want to see presidents out of all of you. And I have no doubt, I have zero doubt that after all of the mobilization that I have seen from June, from the beginning of the year, that you all are going to make waves in America and abroad. And let me just stress how important it is to think about the generations coming after you. What are you doing to make sure that your little brother or your little sister or your nieces and nephews have the opportunity to claim an education that they deserve? It's a human right. Education is correlated with our health. A higher education means that you're going to have a healthier life. And all of our community members, all of our family members deserve that chance to have healthy lives, to benefit and to have a quality of life that is just as bougie as Beyonce's and just as secure as Ellen DeGeneres. We deserve that. And we have built this society has been built around our exploitation. And it's our time to create those opportunities for the next generations, to advocate for yourself, advocate for others, but also be humble, right? We need to not lose sight of who we are and where we come from. Let me tell you, it is very easy to be seduced by power, to be lied to, and to be exploited because of ambition. So we need to learn to also know who we are and where we come from so that we're not transformed into capitalist, corporate, soulless people. We want to retain that humanity and to contribute to the life and to the success of others. And I want to just leave you with this. My dad, before he passed away in 2013, right before I was going to graduate from Cuesta College, he told me, "Échale ganas, mijo, supérate," which means give it your best, son, better yourself. And I want to tell you all the same thing. Échale ganas. Give it all your best and never stop dreaming, never stop pushing forward, and never stop living your life. Be you, and don't take any shit. And congratulations, Cuesta, class of 2020.
Thank you, Professor Espinosa Kulak. Something that he said there was very, very, very important. It's what are you going to do to help those next? And our next speaker exemplifies what are you going to do to help those that come after you. Our next speaker, our Vice President of Student Success Programs and Services, Mark Sanchez, took a chance. Many of us in this room took a chance on me as he exemplifies and walks what he talks, by helping others and helping the next. So please welcome Dr. Mark Sanchez.
Thank you, Dr. Alexander. And what an honor and pleasure it is to be here at our first multicultural graduation ceremony at Cuesta College. And let me be the first to say, the graduating class of 2020 is the greatest class Cuesta College has ever experienced. And I mean that. And the reason why I say that is because our students, our graduates, you have had to experience an amazingly incredible pandemic. You've had to experience racism, bigotry, many, many challenges. And in the face of all of that, you've succeeded. You've reached your goals. And again, this is just the beginning. As a community college student myself and someone who started at a community college in San Diego, let me tell you that what you're doing tonight can be a springboard for the rest of your life. So if I can just leave you with a couple of things, because really tonight is all about you and your amazing accomplishments. But if I can just leave you with a couple of things. From this day forward, now that you've accomplished your goals at Cuesta, have a vision for your future, whatever that is. If it's to become a teacher, an engineer, a nurse, a doctor, an attorney, whatever that vision for your future is, do everything that you can to make it happen. Work hard, ask for help. Talk to someone who's in that field and doing that work already. Ask for a mentor, connect with someone. Don't be afraid to ask for what you need to get to where you want to be. Because believe it or not, you may seem like you're inconveniencing people, but people are actually waiting for you to reach out and want to support you in completing your goals. When I started at Cuesta in 2017, many of our professionals in this room were not at the college, were not hired yet. And the fact that we've made a strong commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion is just a testament to why this is so important as I look at the students in this room. And it's just simply amazing. And this is what the future of education is all about. And so again, it's a tremendous honor to be here with you all tonight. Your accomplishments are amazing. And just please have a vision for your future, work hard, and make it happen. And don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do it, because you can. And you have a whole community of support here at Cuesta, and you'll have a whole community of support in your future that is going to help you get to where you need to be. But ultimately, it will come with your hard work and your vision for your future. Don't let bigotry, don't let racism, don't let anything ever stop you from your goals. And it's obvious that you're not going to let them stop you, because that's why you're here tonight, accomplishing an amazing, amazing goal in your future. And again, I'll just finish with Cuesta College class of 2020. You are the greatest graduating class that Cuesta has ever seen, because you've had to accomplish through so much challenges. So congratulations. I'm very, very proud of you. And go Cuesta College Cougars. I look forward to seeing you in your futures.
Thank you, Dr. Sanchez, for those words. Now we are going to introduce, highlight all of our graduates. This is why we wanted to do this. We wanted to give you the opportunity to bask in all your work, but also for us to celebrate you. And since we can't do it in person, we still found the best way to do it virtually. So I will be presenting a slideshow from the graduates so you can learn more about each graduate and what they got the degree in. So please enjoy the PowerPoint slides, and we will read the names as well of each graduate, just like you were in person. So. So once again, our students, our multicultural students, our Black students, our Latinx students, for truly doing something that is amazing and great. So many times we are counted out. We are not expected to do what you have done. It's progress and earned your degree. So congratulations. Our first graduate, Alberto Rodriguez. He's receiving his AA in business marketing, film, television, and digital media. And his goals, or what he's doing after he leaves Cuesta, he is actually transferring to Cal Poly. As you see, he was a dedicated member to the Cuesta community in the Dreamers Club, Immigrants Rising Fellowship, and also a film crew member. He would like to thank his parents, and just note after this, we will have an opportunity if graduates would like to thank them in person, virtually. We'll free up the mic so you can do your thank yous. All right. Next, we have Anna Bibiano. She's getting her Associate of Science in Nursing, and a medical assisting certificate. And her plans is to apply to the Cuesta nursing program. So good luck in your endeavors and in your future, Anna. Next, we have Ana Rodriguez, a child development major with multiple successes here at Cuesta. As you can see, her degrees are in arts, humanity, social and behavioral sciences, human dev, human services, family studies, human services, social work, and sociology. And her motivation is so amazing. Right? She wanted to break the cycle for her kids and encourage them to go to college. And I want to say you did. You have persevered and pushed through and served as an amazing, amazing role model for your children. Congratulations. Anna Thomas has received her GED certificate, which is a major accomplishment at pursuing what you want, pursuing your goals, and telling people and showing people that you will not be stopped, and there's so much more in store for you. Congratulations. Angel Aldana is receiving their AA in elementary teacher education. Araceli Rubalcaba, receiving their AA in early childhood education. As you see, they were a tutor in ESL and a student technology support, and she wanted to encourage all students, young or old. I always say you're never too old to go to school. It's never too late to begin. You can change your future, and you can also change the trajectory of your family forever, and that's what Cheryl is doing here. So congratulations. Ashley Austin, she is receiving her degree in psychology. She was part of the Black Student Union. I remember her going to our very first meetings when there were just a handful of us. She volunteered at the El Camino Homeless Shelter, and she's currently attending Cal Poly. So congratulations on your success. Cindy Ortega received her degree in child and adolescent development and social and behavioral sciences. Congratulations. Christina Velasquez is getting her GED certificate. I know I've been practicing my Spanish, but I'm not that great to translate that for you all. But soy madre trabajadora, estudiante y ama de casa. Yes, I think I know. Daniel Corona, receiving a degree in economics and business administration. Congratulations. Darinka Garcia, getting their degree in communication studies. I am also a former communication studies major, so congratulations. You see our campus involvement was at Cuesta EOPS and Dreamers United. Also, her goal is to transfer to whether it's Cal Poly or Channel Islands. I am an alum in Channel Islands. If you ever want to talk about Channel Islands, you come to me. Congratulations. Dwayne Newman got his degree in human development, human services, and social and behavioral studies. He wants to thank EOPS, the incredible staff that has helped him navigate him through an amazing journey. Dwayne is an amazing man, and he motivates me every time I see him. So congratulations. Earl Carter, he's receiving his certificates in auto body, advanced engineering performance tech, technician, engineering performance specialization, and maintenance light repair certificate. Once again, another member of our CAFES team, and he would like to thank them for all the support and all the great work that they provide to push their students on through to meet their goals. Congratulations, Earl. Eric Valero, early childhood education. Congratulations. Francisco Maldonado, receiving his GED certificate. Once again, his plans is to study at Cuesta College and pursue an AA. Congratulations, Francisco. Genevieve Gaskin, a Psych Tech certificate. Congratulations. Psych Tech is a highly sought after program and very intense. So congratulations. Yotin Makumuna, also Psych Tech certificate. Congratulations. Giovanni Lyons, social work and human services. Congratulations. Gregory Williams, culinary arts certificate. His campus involvement was EOPS, CalWorks, Reimagine Our Community, known as Rock and Addiction Studies. He wants to thank his mom for all her support, and now you're going to have to cook a lot because you can now have your culinary arts certificate. Congratulations. Guido Martin Herrera, a certificate in ESL, certificate in management specialization, and associate arts in management. Congratulations on your journey and on all your hard work. James Warredo, sorry if I butchered your name. I apologize. But Psych Tech certificate, he involvements as a chef, choir master, and East African Catholic community in Northern California. He wants to thank Almighty God, his parents, friends, and his instructors who helped him with this. And once again, a very intense program. So congratulations. Janeth Palafox, her GED certificate. Congratulations, and congratulations on continuing your future here at Cuesta as you plan to take advantage of the Cuesta Promise and pursue your degree. John Torres, history. He wants to thank his professors, Ben Arona and Zachary McKiernan, and he's transferring to Cal Poly. Congratulations, John. Jordan Greenfield, architectural technology student. He was the architecture club president. He's also worked at Cal Poly Design Village. Congratulations, and he would like to thank his professors here at Cuesta as he transferred to Cal Poly. Kelly Benting and mathematics, school activities, one of our teacher pathway students who successfully went through our pathway and is now at Cal Poly. Congratulations. Nikki Johnson, family studies and human services. She would like to thank her husband for all the support. Once again, we all have made it because someone else. So congratulations, Nikki. Norma Rios, another GED certificate. I love seeing these because I know the dedication, the passion, and the hard work that it takes to possibly work during the day and go in and finish at night to get your GED certificate. Congratulations. Rosalba Gutierrez, psychology degree. Her future plans is to transfer to UC Santa Barbara, so she'll be a gaucho with Mario, and obtain her behavioral neuroscience major. She would like to thank her parents for all their love and support, especially with her friends. Samuel Bonner, another culinary arts certificate. Congratulations, sir. And remember, you're going to do a lot of cooking now. Shakura Foster, kinesiology. He wants to thank Christina Scholars, Zachary McKiernan, and all the Cuesta College staff members who helped him get through. So congratulations, Shakur. Sora Tolesa, Arts and Humanities degree. Congratulations. Yeshi Daresa, Nursing Assistant Certificate. Congratulations. From everyone here at Cuesta, we truly, truly are honored that you chose Cuesta, and we are so very proud and we're so very thankful for allowing us to take part in your journey to help you only get to half of what you're capable of doing. This is just the beginning. Congratulations once again. We are so proud of you. We are proud to call you Cuesta alum, and we hope that you come back and provide some guidance and some support for our students who follow you. Thank you. Before we close out, there's a few things that we want to do, but we also want to end with our Associate Dean of Financial Aid and Records, Zarina McDonald. So Zarina, the floor is yours.
Good evening, everyone. It is a privilege and an honor to be here. I'm so excited for all of you. You've heard some amazing speeches this evening, so I'm going to keep mine nice and short for you. Like you and so many of us have mentioned, earning a college accomplishment, certificate, degree, whatever it is, it can be a challenge. And when you see us, you're seeing us on the other side of it. However, you will never know some of the challenges that we've experienced. But what all of us had was hope. And hope can be a very dangerous thing. It can cause you to escape the current reality or envision what your reality could be. Throughout life, you have mapped out strategies for your future. Despite walking a long journey and feeling oppressed by your shoes, you soldiered on, which brought you to this moment, this reality. It took your entire life to get here. Be proud of every step and all the steps yet to come. With this moment, know that your accomplishments have opened a door that may have been closed. Now that it has opened, you have the choice to walk through the threshold, survey the opportunities, and run boldly into the direction of your dreams. Know there will be people that will tell you you are not good enough, smart enough, and what you can or cannot do. Do not give in to the war this may create in your mind. Believe in the possibilities. We stand on the shoulders of so many that have made unthinkable sacrifices. This is why tomorrow you will arise with a knowing that your actions have completed what you've already envisioned in the contemplation of your imagination. Do not let the neighborhood you grew up in or the social or economic status dictate how high you can jump. So bask in this moment and celebrate this accomplishment. Congratulations, Cuesta graduates. Continue to take the lid off your expectations and dream big.
Wow, powerful, amazing. Thank you so much, Zarina, for that. What we're going to do right now, we're going to give each graduate the opportunity to say something, to thank their supporters, because we all know that we don't get to where we are without those people behind us, without those supporting us, without those pushing us, without those forcing us to do homework when we didn't feel like it. So the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to go through my list in alphabetical order. I'm going to unmute your mic, and I'm going to give you 30 seconds to thank your supporters, thank your family, and share whatever you would like with the people in the room. So the first one on my list is Alberto Rodriguez. I am asking to unmute your mic, sir.
Hello. Yeah, going through Cuesta was a tough time, but there's lots of people that helped me get through it, and I'm very appreciative of all of them, including Estella, who helped me out a lot, Alicia, Christina, there are lots of people. Terry helped me out a lot. There's lots of people that helped me, and pretty happy to have graduated. I'm at Cal Poly right now, and I'm pretty excited for the future. So thank you very much to everyone, and thank you.
No, thank you once again for allowing us to share in your journey. Next, I have Ana Biviano. I'm asking to mute your mic.
Hi. I want to thank my family, my friends, and Estela for always being there for me, supporting me through everything, and congratulations, everybody.
All right. Next, I have Ana Rodriguez. Ana Rodriguez here. I don't see her on my list. Let me check the other room just to make sure she's not hanging out in there. All right. So I'm going to move to Angel. Don't see Angel either. Araceli. I'm asking to unmute your mic, and the floor is yours.
Do I have to? Thanks to everyone. Gracias a todos. Gracias. It is amazing. It's amazing for me. Todo este proceso was crazy. Thanks to everyone, really. I appreciate that.
Congratulations. Next, we're going to go with Ashley.
Thank you, everybody. I'm really excited to graduate. Thank you to my parents and my family and all my friends. Thank you, Christina. You know I love you. Congratulations, everybody.
Next on my list is Cindy Ortega. Do we have Cindy here? Don't see Cindy. All right. Christina Velasquez, the floor is yours.
Muchas gracias a todos, a Cuesta College, a todos los involucrados que pudieron ayudarme a hacer todo este sueño posible. Gracias a mi familia, quien me dio un gran soporte, a mis hijos y a todos mis amigos que creyeron en este sueño. Y es solamente el comienzo. Como los he escuchado, estoy muy emocionada y muy agradecida, y esto es solamente el comienzo, porque voy por mi promesa de Cuesta College. Muchas gracias a todos. Gracias.
All right. Congratulations again. Next, we are going to have Darinka.
Hi, everyone. It's Darinka here. I just wanted to say thank you so much to EOPS and also to the Dreamers Club. In EOPS, it was a whole bunch of staff members, but it was usually always Dee, Robin, my counselor, and the Dreamers Club. It was Estela, so many people, and of course my family and my husband for helping me out and just being so supportive. I think I don't know what I would have done without any of you guys at all in general. I think it was an amazing experience, and like anyone and everyone says, it's just the start, right? We're just starting. We're just prepping. It's nothing right now, but later on it is going to be even more. So thank you so much.
Yes, it's only the beginning. Y'all have so much more in store, and we're excited to see it. Next up, Dwayne Newman. Dwayne, you're still muted.
Okay, here we go. I'd like to thank God for giving me the strength to continue my endeavors after 30-something years of not being in any part of curriculum. So my hat's off to him, and to my honorable queen, Miss Allen. Thank you, baby, for all your support, and my family and friends. But to that EOPS office, as people have mentioned, these people are some amazing people. To them, in financial aid, you, Jeff, Dr. Sanchez, I hate to just call out people individually, but all you guys, the whole staff there, you guys are incredible. I never would have done it without any of you guys. So I really do appreciate all that you have done. And to my fellow classmates who have helped me study, you guys, I tip my hat to you as well. Wow. Thank you for putting up with an old man like me, because I probably wouldn't have done it without you. So thank you.
Congratulations, Dwayne. I'm really proud to watch your journey and to see it conclude with you graduating. Thank you. Next up, we have Earl Carter.
Hello, everybody. Congratulations. I'd like to thank God for allowing me to do this and graduate from Cuesta College. It's been my dream since 1989 to graduate from Cuesta, and finally I'm doing it. I'd like to thank my wife for all of her love and support. I'd like to thank my children for encouraging me and being an encouragement to me to continue in my education so far late in the stages of my life. And I also like to give a shout out to EOPS staff. They were all great and wonderful throughout my years at Cuesta. And I also like to thank my instructors, personally, Mr. Ronald McDonald, Mr. Gary Villa, Mr. John Stokes, who is the division chair, and all of my fellow classmates at Cuesta. Thank you for your inspiration and your help, and congratulations.
Well done, Earl, you did it.
Congratulations once again, Earl. Next, we have Francisco.
Hi. First, I say thank you to my wife for push and support for this time de take the class. So, gracias a mi esposa, a mi familia, a mis hijas, a Cuesta por darnos esta oportunidad de creer en nosotros los hispanos, igualmente para las personas de color. Y gracias a Minerva. Y sí se pudo, y sí se puede. Y thank you very much. y see you soon. Bye-bye.
Congratulations again, Francisco.
Thank you, bro.
Next, I see we have Giovanni. All right, so I'm going to read what Giovanni has to say. The microphone isn't working. You have all been a blessing to helping us with all clarity. I just wanted to say we're all the same. He hopes to write a book one day. Our subtle differences don't matter. Looking forward to become a doctor one day. Pursue your life goals and love your neighbor like you love yourself. Amazing words. Thank you for that. Congratulations. Next, we have Gregory Williams.
Oh, is it me? Yeah. First off, I'd like to thank God. Can you turn that down for me? First off, I'd like to thank God and who made all this possible. I'd also like to thank my loving mother who supported me, Dolores Williams. I'd like to thank my children, my two oldest children that are in college. That gave me the inspiration, Naja Williams and Khalil Williams. I'd also like to thank my babies, Akimi and Malik. I'd also like to thank the whole cafe center, all my sheroes over there and all my heroes over there. And I'd like to thank, you know, the ROC, the ROC, which is Reimagining Our Community, an organization that I belong to. And I'd just like to thank all my instructors for making this possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Gregory. And once again, congratulations, man. Next, we have James.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, thank you. I want to give thanks to the organization who have been able to organize today's function. I want to say thank you to my family, most importantly to Almighty God for this far. And I want to thank each and every person who has made strides to be able to achieve this tremendous milestone on behalf of me and each and every person who has journeyed with me through the PsychTech program at the State Hospital and at Cuesta. I want to thank each and every person who's made effort to make it happen for each and every one of us. It's not easy. As the moderator said, the PsychTech program is hard, but we achieved it. And I'm really grateful for this occasion and for this opportunity to be with all of you this day. May God bless you all and keep strong, okay? Let's remember each other in prayer, and in every endeavor, let's help one another. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, and congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
Next, Janeth.
Quiero decirles gracias en primer lugar a la maestra Minerva por ayudarnos, a Alicia, a Mónica, que siempre está ahí como para ayudarnos, y por supuesto a mis compañeros, Francisco, a Cristina, Norma y Oscar, que no estuvo hoy, pero también fue uno de los graduados de GED de Cuesta Paso Robles. Gracias.
Congratulations once again on your amazing feat. Next, we're going to have John Torres. The mic is yours. John, are you there? All right. If you want to speak, just send me a message and I'll come back to you. So next we're going to go with Jordan Greenfield.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Thanks for having me here. I just want to say it's great to see all the beautiful black and brown faces out here. Thank you to the organization for starting this great legacy at Cuesta. Just a quick little testimonial. When I was in my second year at Cuesta, I was living up in Atascadero, driving up and down the hill, and my car died, and for weeks I had to take like 2 buses just to get to the campus. And I know that, there's so many stories like mine of people having to overcome, really significant challenges, but we still made it here. And so I just want to say I'm proud of you all for showing up every day. And that's most of the battle, is just showing up. So proud of you all. And thanks to friends and family and faculty members, and can't wait to see what y'all do in the future.
Great. And I know that bus struggle from Atascadero, Jordan. If you miss the express, it's a long trip. Next we have Kaylee.
Hello, everyone, and congratulations to everyone. I just want to thank the Teacher Pathways, specifically Janet Rios and Glenda Moscoso. They really helped me out in my journey to Cal Poly, where I am currently, and I just want to give a huge shout out to the Teacher Pathways, and congratulations to everyone.
Thank you, Kaylee. And yes, shout out to the Teacher Pathway team. They put in tremendous amount of work, and you are definitely a product of that work, and congratulations. They are proud of you, as Glenda shouts out in the chat. Next, we have Nikki Johnson.
You have difficulties. Sorry. I'd like to thank everyone from EOPS and DSPS. It's been a long journey for myself. I'd like to thank my husband and my 2 kids, and just thank you for everyone that has been there for me. I had to.
Congratulations once again, Nikki. Next, we're gonna Norma Rios.
Pues yo primeramente le quiero dar las gracias a mi familia, a mi esposo, a mis hijos que siempre han creído en mí, sobre todo a mi hija Fernanda, que siempre me está impulsando para salir adelante. Le quiero dar las gracias también a mi compañera Janet, que siempre nos hemos estado apoyando y dándonos ánimos entre todos los compañeros de clase. A todas las personas en Cuesta que hacen posible todo esto y que nos dan la oportunidad de seguir educándonos. Le quiero dar también las gracias a mis padres en México, a mis hermanos que siempre han creído en mí. Muchas gracias a todos.
¡Bravo!
Felicidades, Norma. Aquí estamos celebrando con usted.
Muchas gracias. Felicidades a todos.
Y llorar es bueno, ¿eh? No se detenga, que estos son lágrimas de alegría.
Realmente sí son de alegría, y aparte yo siempre he sido muy chillona, pero son más de alegría que de otra cosa.
And our last graduate of the night, Samuel Bonner.
Yes, hello.
I can hear you, Samuel. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to thank God first and foremost. I want to thank the family for giving me this, for being 100% behind me. I got a judge named Judge Lowenthal to give me another chance at life. Also, like I said, the staff members is great there, the culinary. I'd like to thank CCC for allowing us to use the kitchen over there as well, through the culinary program, the instructor as well. Sherry Moore has been behind me, knowing all of my struggles, along with Miss Elizabeth. They all been there for me. April, Sanam more so, as we can keep going on with names after names after names. But first and foremost, like I say, the whole environment there, the whole structure there, I haven't seen any signs of any kind of racism or any other thing there. And I felt welcome just coming there. I'm a new person to this community, and I just feel like it's at home. I really look forward to continue my education there. And even with my struggles with the computers, I'm still learning more about those. This pandemic holding us a whole lot of us back, but say we're enduring it and we're making it through it. And I appreciate everybody for being there. And like I said, all the staff members that's been giving me all the help, that's, it's been phenomenal. And I thank you guys most. Thank you again. And I appreciate everybody there, and keep up the good work.
Congratulations, Samuel. Keep doing it.
I'm pushing through it, like I said, but it's a good thing though. Thank you much.
I know you're probably not here, tired of hearing me say it, but congratulations, truly. I don't know how many different ways I can say it. What you have accomplished this year is amazing. What have you accomplished in your journey has been amazing. And as we've stated, this is only the beginning. Continue to push through, continue to make not only yourself proud, but your families and all of us who are still will be rooting for you, even though you have gone on to bigger and greater things. For all our GED certificate holders who are continuing their pursuits here at Cuesta, please reach out to any of the staff members you've seen on screen. We are definitely here to help, to support, and to help you get to your ultimate dreams and your ultimate goals. As we are ending, what I want to do is re-show the video that we tried to start earlier today, so you all can hear the congratulations from our staff to you.
To our Fall 2020 students, congratulations. Cuesta College is proud of you. To our Latinx students, you did it. You own this. Be proud. Stand strong. Be authentic. Live, love, and laugh always. Get out there and show us how you do this. Thank you.
Hello, Cuesta class of 2020. I am Dr. Veronica West, and I work in the Cuesta counseling department, and I also co-chair the BSU. I've had the opportunity of meeting so many of you all in our first BSU that we've gathered together, and it's been a wonderful experience. And I just want to say I'm so proud of each and every one of you. I know the work that is taken to get to this part of success. Today is success, honey. Put on your cap and your gown and be proud of the work that you've done. With that being said, the journey that we are on is not always easy. We know that. You got a lot of journeys, a lot of different things, obstacles, and rivers to cross in your future. However, know that you have the skills. You have what it takes to make it. You have it already in you. You have strength. You have energy. You have blood running through you that's stronger than ever. So remember that if and ever the journey seems a little hard. And also take with you, always, always smile, be humble, and always know that being kind is also a way to success. So just sending you best wishes, wishing you well at your graduation 2020. So proud of my students here out here. BSU, you're doing it. Your Black Student Unions and everyone is graduating. Keep going, keep pushing forward, and never ever give up. Have a good one.
On behalf of the Latina Leadership Network of the Cuesta College chapter, I would like to say, Felicidades, graduate. You did it.
We are extremely proud of all of our Latinx graduates. We know that this hard work and that this degree is not only for you, but it is for your familia, it is for your gente, it is for your comunidad. And we are proud of you for that. To all of our mechistas, know that the lucha sigue, but that we are here for you every step of the way as you continue your journey in being agents of change. To all of our ESL and GED, our continuing education staff is extremely proud of you. Ánimo, enhorabuena, your journey now begins within education. Sí se pudo, graduates.
Hello, graduates of Cuesta College. I want to say congratulations on this chapter that you just completed. This is only the beginning of your journey. As you know, it has not been easy with the recent pandemic. Just know that our Cuesta family is here to support you even after you've left Cuesta. To our dreamers, to our teacher pathway students, to our machistas, to all of our Latinx students at Cuesta College, I want to say congratulations, felicidades, you did it. This is for you and your family, and know that you have a community here for you whenever you need it. You did it, sí se pudo.
Congratulations, felicidades on finally obtaining your degree. It is an honor to have served you as your financial aid advisor. I hope that Cuesta will forever stay in your heart. May your Cuesta College degree open many doors for you. You deserve continued success. You have worked so hard for this, and I wish you and your family the best. Remember to always treasure this degree. Finally, please take care of yourself and your loved ones. From the bottom of my heart, Martha Davis.
Hello, Cuesta students. My name is Denise. I'm a librarian from the SLO Campus Library. Congratulations, Cougars, on your graduation. We're so proud of you. Best of luck. Bye.
Hi, graduates. It's Renata Campbell from Counseling. Congratulations on receiving your degree or certification from Cuesta College. Woohoo! Whether you're transferring to a four-year university or going straight into the workforce, utilize the skills you learned and flourish. We are so proud of you. If you happen to be in San Luis Obispo, post-COVID of course, come by, say hi, let us know how you're doing. We'd love to hear from you. Again, congratulations.
Hi students, I just want to say I'm so proud of everybody. This journey was not easy. Sometimes you had moments of tears, sometimes moments of doubt, but you've persevered and you've done it. Congratulations. So come back to us, share your stories, share your experiences, and help inspire students that are coming into Cuesta, that are here at Cuesta, and that will be coming in the future. Thank you.
Congratulations, grad. We are so proud of you. Good luck in all your future endeavors.
Dear student, the process wasn't easy, but you made it. Congratulations. Felicitaciones.
Oh, Viva, and congratulations for all that you have accomplished to this point. I am so proud of everything you have done. COVID 2020 was a big challenge, and it's another challenge that you overcame, but you can add into your boxes of challenges. So know that you are very successful and you will continue to be successful because you were brave, you were bold, but at the same time, always being you. So know that we are so proud of you. And Viva from D. Take care.
All you Cuesta graduates and transfer students, I just want to tell you congratulations. You did a miraculously great job of graduating and transferring and being accepted. I just want to give you my slogan, which is, if it was easy, everyone would do it. So you did a very noble job of getting through what I call boot camp at Cuesta, and now you're ready to take on your major. If you're transferring and if you're going into your career, well, you're going to be very prepared. Congratulations, and I'm sorry you can't celebrate like we used to, but you'll find a way, and I hope you have a good time. Okay, bye.
Class of 2020, we want you to know that we are super proud of you. On behalf of counseling, I want to congratulate you for getting here to this moment. I know it's not the way that we wanted to celebrate, but we're gonna have the chance to do that later on. In the meantime, here is a quote to keep you motivated. Take pride in how far you have come and have faith in how far you can go. Viva Class of 2020.
Congratulations to the 2020 Cuesta graduates. You did it.
Felicidades a todos los graduados de Cuesta College. Muchas felicidades a todos los estudiantes latinos, a los soñadores. Sigan soñando que sí se pudo. Esto es solo el comienzo de un futuro brillante para todos ustedes. Congratulations, sí se puede.
All right. Once again, congratulations from all of Cuesta to you on your accomplishments. We're just going to leave this Zoom open and, you know, mingle and do whatever it is that we do on a wild Friday night on Zoom. I don't know. So, but once again, congratulations. We are really proud of you, and we are honored to celebrate you all.
Do we throw our hats now?
Throw the hearts.
Congratulations. Remember your ancestors and how far they came. Never forget.
That's right.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
You guys are beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, that's my boy right
Thank
there.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Jordan. I see you, Earl.
All right, congratulations, man.
Congratulations to you as well. Everybody, congratulations.
Thank you, everybody. Congratulations.
Thank you, Nikki. Yay.
Felicidades a todos. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yay.
Beautiful job, Christina, pulling this together and
Yeah,
thinking
thank
of
you,
to do
Christina.
this.
Thank you, Christina.
Beautiful
Good job.
job.
Did a good job.
Really good job.
Excellent job, sweetie.
Christina.
Oh, thank you all. I have to say that, you know, I didn't get to hang out with you all this semester, but the memories that we do have with one another have been really great. And I'm so proud of each and every one of you. Thank you for taking time to participate in this. We hope that one day it is a legacy. Maybe one day one of you will be sharing your story and your experience with other students in the future. So keep in touch with us. We want to hear your accomplishments. We're always, I think that's one of the things as a Cuesta student, that was probably one of the best things, is that we meet people that genuinely are supporting our journey. And that's forever in my thoughts. So please, please share with us the good times you guys are having later on in the future, and you're Cougars for life. So congrats all.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we have a career center. If you're looking for a job in the future, we have a career center that can still support you, whether when you graduate and you move on. And let's say you get to a spot and you need a little help, come back. We help with resumes. We help with all those things. So please remember, we're here to support you in the community. Thank you very much.
And I'm still part of that work experience.
Yeah. And y'all got
I'd
me.
like to take a moment to thank all the planning committee for this beautiful ceremony. And I also want to wish every single one of you a wonderful Christmas. Enjoy these holidays. Love each other. Let's keep on supporting each other. And this was a beautiful ceremony. So felicidades a todos nuestros graduados y les mando un fuerte abrazo. Adelante, que sí se pudo.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Yep.
See y'all in 2022. Still got me here.
Yeah, right.
Stay safe and healthy, everyone. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and love your community.
Thank you.
Dr. Sanchez, you are amazing. Thanks for all that you've done for the school and everything you brought to the school. The diversity that we see right now is because of you in student services. So we want to applaud you.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Absolutely.
Dr. Webb, it's been a pleasure. I hope
Pastor
everyone has a great time and enjoy your accomplishments.
Thank you for sharing your story, Pastor Vern. I come from a similar background. Beautiful story.
Yes.
Inspiration. Thank you very much. Good night, all.
Good night, everyone. Stay blessed.
Yes.
Wear your mask.
Thank you, everybody, for your help.